Hi everybody, it is Enrique Otarola with Enrique and Friends, and today we are in the city of Granada Hills in the greater Los Angeles area in California, Southern California. And today I want to introduce a very good friend of mine. Her name is Lauren Amber Serna. She's a spiritual guidance counselor, and she is the owner of Transformational Healing. And Lauren is somebody who I know for a very long time. I will say almost 10 years. And so let's welcome a really good friend, Lauren Amber Serna.
Hi there, Enrique. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate it.
So, Lauren, I know that you have many other talents and you many other titles. So, could you please tell us a little bit more? Because I know that the introduction that I did from you is not quite accurate.
Thank you, Enrique. Yes, there's a lot of things. It's called Transformational Healing, and within the Transformational Healing, there are so many different subjects and ways and approaches of helping people. I have made it a lifetime study of taking different courses, classes, different healing techniques, and they all have their own titles. I guess I could go through a couple of them. I'm a spiritual counselor. I'm a certified spiritual counselor, a certified life coach. I teach Reiki. I teach something called integrated energy therapy, and I also teach IEH, intuitive energy healing. All of them are courses. They're certification classes, and I love the sound healing. It's something that I've been into my whole life, and then I got certified as that. And then, of course, today, Enrique, we're here to talk about sitting transmission. So,
yes,
there's lots. There's more. You can always go to the website.
So, Lauren, so could you please tell us and everybody who's gonna be watching these videos for how do you get into the spiritual counseling and the sitting transmission and all this kind of field?
Well, the sitting transmission is something that was a gift to me, but in the other things that I got into from a young age, I knew that healing and working with people and counseling was my thing for a couple different reasons. So I personally got into it because that was part of my nature. But then in 1996, I did go to classes to learn skills that were very helpful. And then for years, I went to different teachers and different courses and classes. So just, anybody who wants to get into the field, nowadays you can look it up on the internet, or you can speak to someone on the street or a friend, and someone will suggest a class or a course. I do teach all levels of Reiki, all levels of Karuna Reiki, and then it's a 1.5 course to 2 years for IEH.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So learning and me getting into it was a lifelong fascination with how people work, why people act and react the way they do, and a great need to well, when I say a great need, I guess it was I had a lot of compassion when I saw a student in grade school. I even remember in preschool. I just could feel what these kids were feeling, and then I could look at a situation and have psychic hits. So I was always gravitating to help a person, a child, in whatever I could. So I grew into it.
Wow. So Lauren, could you please tell us for how long you've been doing it? It sounds like you 1996, right?
Enrique, it started actually as a child, so I wasn't certified in anything, but I've been working as a healer since I was little. And then in 1996, I had already been working as a healer and using my healing skills, or I should say helping people. But in 1996, I did my training for Reiki in England.
Wow.
That's when it was still $10,000.
Wow, that's
now,
very impressive.
but now it's much more reasonable. So 1996, I guess you could say I started the training.
Wow. So, Lauren, along all these talents and all the classes that you teach, could you please tell us where the people that are going to be seeing us, where can they find your, because Lauren also is a speaker, and she provides her classes and speeches at different venues and events all over the place. So do you have like a schedule where people can look where you're going to be next time, and also where can find more information about you and the stuff that you do?
Yeah, I do. I have a few websites. www.transformational-healing.com. That's because Transformational Healing was $2,000 to purchase that one a few years back. So the dash is important. And then sittingtransmission.org. And I'm on Meetup. I have my classes listed there. I think when I put all my calendar stuff into Meetup, it shows up on a lot of the calendars. Meetup's probably the best one to look up the class dates. What else? There's so it's Meetup/Transformational Healing. There might be a dash there, but I think I'm the only Transformational Healing on Meetup. And then there's a wonderful group that I got involved with because of their world views and conscious attitude and beautiful heart. It's called portaltoascension.com. So I'm with that group, and they have a lot of different events. I'm included in some of them, and you can always go to their site and check it out and see what they have going on.
Wow, that's very impressive and informative. So Lauren, could you please tell us a little bit what is sitting transmission?
Yes, that's a loaded question, but it's something absolutely beautiful, miraculous, and something that I was gifted with, I would say a lot of my life, but it came into, its real juice and magic started in 2007. I actually can say that I met God in 2007. I had a beautiful experience that was like a light and energy and liquid information that was passed on to me in 2007, and I was on this beautiful journey for 3 months, and it changed my life. And that's what I'm actually here starting to promote and do, and that's what most of my schedule is all about, the sitting transmission.
Yeah, Lauren teaches these classes that are really interesting, and all these meetup groups. I remember back like a few years back, me, Robert, Margot, we came to your place where you teach your class. Lauren, by the way, teaches classes also, and she's based in Granada Hills. So we went to Granada Hills, and then we have this group. I don't remember if that was specifically sitting transmission, but it was a great exercise what we performed back then. That was a great experience.
Yeah, that was I was doing for a long time. I was doing healing and meditation, and that is where the Ascended Masters would come through and specifically work on you. And I was involved with that one. That was very beautiful. That was kind of like my practice / real introduction into the sitting transmission. But at that time it was called Healing and Meditation Circle. I really didn't go into a strong enough explanation of the sitting transmission, and that is, like what I said, is my focus now. In 2007, when I received that beautiful gift of meeting God and receiving some passed down information, I went through huge transformation, And that transformation was gifted to me to be able to help others. And
that's incredible. So Lauren, sorry to interrupt a little bit, but let's go for a brief break, and we'll be right back with Lauren Amber Serna. Hi everybody, we are back again. This is Enrique Otarola with Enrique and Friends, and today I'm presenting our really good friend Lauren Amber Serna. She's a spiritual counselor and healer, and she is the owner of Sitting Transmission and Transformational Healing. So Lauren, so who would you say are the best candidates to take your classes and to be in Sitting Transmission? Will you say people that are like feeling depressed, not quite happy, people that kind of carry some kind of baggage, skeletons in their closets or something like that?
Well, there are two different things. The classes are designed to not only have you become certified and to help others, but I always suggest taking the healing courses and classes to help yourself, because the more that you understand energy healing, how energy works, the different things that we teach in the classes, when you understand those concepts, it helps you to become clearer and to be more conscious of the things you say, the way you act, and it also gives you a way to self-treat yourself emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. So taking a class for anyone who just wants to grow, that's a reason to take a class.
Maybe like to move on as well?
Oh yeah.
Baggage.
Oh, I mean, I have lots of people who have taken classes who have had relationship issues, and I have this thing on my website where I said if you want, to take a session is one price, but to take a class, you're getting full sessions in 3 days of work. It's pretty powerful. You move through a lot of things. So
yeah, and I will say that's absolutely right. So yeah, I remember like a few years ago, I was in one of those sessions. That was back in the time when Enrique wasn't feeling quite happy. That was before Enrique was, I don't know, happy and successful with what he's doing now. So
yeah, I remember so those times.
I remember when I came to your place, and we were doing some kind of exercise, which was writing things that we wanted that bother us, or things that we wanted to move on. And then I remember like putting like on different piece of papers, and then we went to the fireplace, and then we threw them there, and it was we worked with crystals and incense, and it was
I don't remember if that was just a release and let go, or if that was a full moon release and let go, but yeah,
I think there was a full moon that night.
Yeah, that's different than a lot of the different things I do. That's using traditional ways to release and let go. It's shamanistic, it's full moon circle. That is a beautiful way, and that is very helpful and very powerful. In those particular ones, I do energy healing, and you get to write the things you want to release, and then we do prayers. I do prayer work for you, and you do prayer work, and you really let it go, and we do energy healing. How did you feel after that, by the way?
I feel really great. I feel like release of some stuff that used to bother me, and I will say that after that kind of stuff, things start moving on.
It does for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I remember those. I don't do those too often anymore. The sitting
Why not? Those are great.
The sitting transmission has been such a big part of my life since the end of 2011. That's really what I'm promoting. That's really what is so needed for the times. But those other healings are great. People have had a lot of wishes. It's a combination of manifesting. I've done manifesting circles too, but that one was very. Those types are powerful. It's going to divine source and asking for your request of things to be healed, and doing energy healing on you, and then you participating in it. And I do like those, and I will start doing more.
Yeah, you should, Lauren. So yeah, that's great. So you feel kind of like things are not going the way that you would like them to be. You're not quite happy or as successful maybe as you wanted to be at work and your personal life and your personal whatever. So just give it a try. Go to Lauren's websites and you'll see. Just like,
or take a personal session.
Right.
Personal sessions, I do all the same things. If you don't find the group, come for a personal session, because it's very powerful. A lot of people have had a lot of transformation.
It works just fine.
I remember you asking me in the break time. You had asked me what kind of people should come to the sitting transmission.
What are the best candidates?
I'm going to say everybody's the best candidate. It doesn't matter what spiritual path you're on, what religion you follow. You don't have to be depressed and unhappy or sad to come. But if you happen to be in that kind of a mood or state, I can tell you that the sitting transmission revises, relifts, renews. People come there. People come there feeling with a gamut of emotional stuff, and when they leave, I get testimonials, I get calls, I get emails telling me how wonderful their life has moved from whatever state they're in. So, of course, it's always a more dramatic experience when you're not feeling good to going to feeling fantastic. But like I said, you can come when you're feeling fantastic, and then you feel even better. So
great. That sounds just great. All right, everybody, we're gonna go into another break, and we'll be right back. And again, we are here with our Enrique and Friends, with my good friend Lauren Amber Serna. We'll be right back.
Take care.
Hello, everybody. This is Enrique Otarola with Enrique and Friends, and today from the city of Granada Hills in the greater Los Angeles area, Southern California, I am here welcoming and introducing my really good friend Lauren Amber Serna. Lauren is a spiritual counselor, and she is the owner of Sitting Transmission, Transformational Healing, and here she is, Lauren. So Lauren, we're gonna take back where we left off before the break. So could you please tell us a little bit in more detail what is the sitting transmission about?
Yes, I'll try to. First off, sitting transmission is a beautiful, beautiful experience that was given to me in 2007 by Spirit, by God, and it changed my life. And I have been working with that energy and going around to different venues, and also the second Tuesday of every month in Granada Hills doing a sitting transmission. It's a loaded question. There are a lot of testimonials, but I'm going to share with you what information I was given, and I would like to just share that it was given to me when I was 3, but it did not come into full fruition for me until 2007. And it is a frequency, an energy of the Ascended Masters, of God. There's different energies that come down. It's something that I channel. I'm not speaking, but it is energy and frequencies that are pouring through me. It's pouring through my eyes. It's pouring through my whole entire being. And there's a group of people, an audience. It depends, which venue or where you come. But it's something that is a gift from the Ascended Masters for this particular time now in 2012. It gives an enlightenment, a divinity, and also a meeting of spirit. It also gives this introduction to what our pure selves are, your authentic self. It shows you the tranquility and the peace and the love that is there and present at all times, but unfortunately for a lot of people it is not. So it gives you that gift of introducing that to you, and also it for a lot of people that have come, their mind chatter completely ceased. So not only do you receive this beautiful transmission of energy while you're sitting there with all of us, then you get to take it home. It's a very powerful, very beautiful, and unique experience for each person. A lot of people in these groups have actually met Jesus, met Mother Mary, met Buddha, met Kuan Yin. These are just a few. There are light beings that come through. There are many messages that come through. And then also passed on relatives come through. So what I have been, let's say, told by Spirit is that this is specifically here now to help humanity shift from whatever level they're at. A lot of humanity is in a fear-based reality, and it's to shift that that feeling, that consciousness into the real and pure reality that is our authentic selves, that was always there, was there when we were born, is what is actually meant to be for humanity. It's to shift you into this beautiful love, heart, consciousness that you can live from every single moment of your life. It's very hard to describe. I could describe it, but I'm not going to, because it is within that gift, and it's only truly understandable when you are in the presence of sitting transmission. Now, sitting transmission is a name that I gave to it, by the way. It was a name that I came up with, that, everything is divinely guided. Mm-hmm. So, there are other things out there that I've actually only just recently come to see that say that they too have that. In all of my writings, I've always used divine light and divine love light. So it's a divine love light of Spirit, of God, of the universe, showing you that it is possible and introducing itself to you so you too can receive more love and more light. What it does is it removes the veil, and it helps you to reconnect with your authentic self, with your divine self, and with your God self, and with God. So many beautiful, powerful things happen. It is, it's a miraculous gift, but it is something that is inherently all of ours. And I would like to go all around the world doing this, to be able to share this love and this light. And I'm hoping that in getting to as many places as possible, that world peace and that beautiful love and light will be something that can be shared and lived by all.
Wow. Lauren, So that was great. Great information. Lauren, I can think of who I think you are the best person that could answer this question. I know that a lot of people are concerned about what is going to happen on December 2012. I heard that it's going to be a massive change of the general consciousness in humanity, right?
Okay, so Enrique, the massive conscious of humanity has been changing for a great many years. It's just that now in this time, the portals of are even they're opened bigger, and more light and more love and more changes are rapidly occurring. So you asked me kind of like a two-part question. So they've always been coming down. The capacity to receive that love and light was not as high as it is now. The sitting transmission actually removes a lot of the debris that is within the energetic bodies, and actually helps to create that divine connection or reconnect that divine connection to be able to receive that love and that light that is coming down. Everybody is going to receive it. It just depends on how much and how fast that they receive it. That's what the sitting transmission is all about, to make sure that you can receive that.
Do you mean that how prepared you are, how much you're involved? Like, is that what you mean?
Well, clarify that if you wouldn't mind. When you say how
so let's say
prepared,
no.
how
What I meant to say is that, well, first of all, I'm not quite familiar or really involved into this field, so that's why I didn't know how to
So
ask
tell
the
me what
question.
kind of things it is that you've been hearing.
So pretty much what I heard that what is going to happen on December 2012 is that it's just the beginning of a new cycle in humanity, and it's a great change of the humanity's consciousness, and that's one thing. And since I've always seen you working with as a spiritual healer, and also I've seen you working with crystals, and I will say that Lauren is the most sustainable and organic person that I ever know. Everything has to be natural, no chemicals and all that. So I figure that you're the best person to ask you that question.
Well, I do have to share with you that that's not absolutely true. No, there are a lot of people out there that are way more green than me, so I don't ever want to be labeled as completely green. I hope to aspire to being absolutely green. Okay, Enrique, there are so many different things, and what you have said is was very well put and beautifully put. And yes, the shifts of humanity and the opportunity for those shifts are the greatest and the highest at this point in time.
How can people prepare for that, or the ones that are not? Let's say some people will be, after watching these videos, are going to be like really interested into that. How can they get prepared? Let's say get information on your websites. Or?
Well, no. I mean, I didn't write a whole thing on the shifts of humanity. The sitting transmission is definitely a way to prepare for those shifts, because to be able to switch into this loving, self-loving, compassionate world, shifts have to be able to occur within you. And those shifts are occurring through the energies that are pouring down, but there also needs to be work and to prepare for that. And to prepare for that is seeing healers that understand that, seeing counselors, going within, doing meditations, taking a real interest in yourself, and taking an interest in how you can be a better person. The quickest way that I personally know now is through the sitting transmission. There's been many people that have come that have had profound shifts where they now no longer have that mind chatter. They receive love. Beautiful things happen to them afterwards. They come to a higher understanding of what life is all about, what the interactions are about. There's so many different levels. But of course, I'm going to say come to the sitting transmissions, come to my workshops, come to the workshop that I teach called Integrated Energy Therapy. That one deals with the violet ray and the energies of the angelic kingdom. And that particular course right there opens you up to all different kinds of shifts and levels and being able to receive more. It's different than the sitting transmission. Reiki, if taught by a Reiki teacher that understands all the nuances of Reiki, is another way to open up. But just taking an energy healing class is one step. On a daily basis is really going inward and shedding and letting go and releasing all the things that no longer serve you. And then after you do that, after you take an account of that, also going in and seeing what is special and beautiful about yourself. And if you have a hard time doing that, seeing a counselor, a life coach, going to someone who can remind you and enforce that you are this beautiful, special being. That's another problem. That's another reason why people stay at the level they're at. They have conversations in their mind, thought processes that go on in their head that keep them down. And keeping yourself down and keeping in a negative thought pattern also does not make for ascension. So the sitting transmission helps with that.
Wow, that was really incredible. So, Lauren, and to complete rounding this idea, so people pretty much, they can find information on your website, and also from what I understood from what you just said is that people carry a lot of junk within themselves. So what they do is they need to get rid of that junk so they will be able to move on. So, and a good way to do that, of course, is through sit-in transmission, right?
And yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is. You know, I did to get where I'm at, and before the sitting transmission, I went to a lot of healers. You know, on a personal level. You know, nowadays you don't have to be doing so much healing, so much therapy, because the veil and the energies are so strong, and because of consciousness collectively is so high. That doing a few sessions could be something that is feasible to help you along. So coming to a personal session with me, going to somebody that you're attracted to with a personal session is a great idea.
Wow. All right, everybody. Thank you, Lauren, for accepting being on Enrique and Friends. And,
thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Of course, Lauren is a really good friend that I know for, since when? I guess I will say 2004, right? So it's, yeah, almost 10 years. So all right, everybody. Thank you, Lauren, for being in our series of videos, Enrique and Friends. And thank you, everybody, and good night, good morning, good everything from wherever you guys are in the world. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.